there, this is Marlisa Richmond from Three Bears Prints, and I'm going to show you today how I flatten paper. So you may wish to flatten paper if it's been damaged in some way. As you can see here, this sheet of paper has got crumpled in transit, and so I'm going to dampen it and smooth it out between boards. If you want to do this and you have ink on the paper, you need to be sure that the inks will not run in the water. That's not a problem for me because the inks that I use are oil-based inks. But if you want to do the same and you have a picture already on the piece of paper, you need to be sure the inks won't run. Another reason that I dampen paper is if I have a lino cut, which is quite difficult to print. This daisy lino cut has large flat areas, and it helps with transferring the ink from the lino cut onto the paper if the paper is damp. So if you want to flatten paper using the way my method, you need a source of water and a large flat smooth area. So I use my bathroom sink and the mirror above it. And all I do is I put the paper into the water, as you can see. I don't keep it in there for very long, just enough to make it wet, and I smooth it onto the mirror to get rid of the excess water. Now, usually I would leave that for a few minutes until it's a bit drier, but just for the purposes of the demonstration today, I'm going to show you what I do. So after leaving it, say, for 10 minutes, I would very carefully lift the paper off the mirror. I would place it on a very smooth board. I use MDF boards cut to size, with newsprint on it. I place the paper on the sheet of newsprint, making sure it's really flat. I place another sheet of newsprint on top of it, and this newsprint acts as blotting paper. And then if it was really wet, I would probably do this a few times. I would use some newsprint to blot the excess water and then get fresh newsprint and put it between the boards. And then once you're happy that your paper has been blotted sufficiently, put another board on top of it. Then you put books on top of that and you leave it to dry. And on the first day that I'm leaving it to dry, I change the newsprint 2 or 3 times. And then the next day, if it's still not dry, I will change the newsprint again. So that's how I dampen paper. Thank you.